Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken, and welcome back to another video. Azaan got a secret nerf on the PTS, and I bet you can't guess what it is. Let's go ahead and play some Azaan here. We're just going to slap Ying and these bots around normally, use a Reckoning. This damage, I don't know. Is it lower than usual? Is it higher than usual? I don't know. Looks pretty normal to me. What about these walls? What if we put the walls up? Is that maybe fewer hit bars than normal? I can't really tell. What if I slam Fernando into it? Is that shorter than usual? I don't know. What about his ultimate? Let's use that. That knockback, maybe the knockback's a little bit smaller. I don't know. Could be anything. But actually, no, it couldn't be anything. You see, none of what I just did there is actually what nerfed Azaan. None of that was the nerf. All of that is exactly normal. To see the nerf, we need to go over here. So let's go say hi to these victors. As you see, you know, they're white, and that means I can't hit them, but as soon as they become this yellowish-orange color, that means we can hit them. And if we start trying to shoot them from this distance... Wait a minute. That only did 204 damage. Wait a minute. That's not doing a lot of damage at all. What's going on? What's up with this? This guy is taking less damage. There we go, we're finally back to normal at this distance, but what's going on with that? He does less damage now. That's right. Azaan finally has damage fall off. His range has been made shorter before, but now he finally has fall off on his projectiles, where if you're at the very edge of his, his range, you're going to be taking less damage. Now, the scaling isn't very gradual. In fact, it's very sudden. Like, it starts pretty late into his range and drops off pretty fast. So, like, at this range, we're still doing full damage to the victor. But if we aim at those victors downrange, all of a sudden, they're taking practically no damage. Like, it's a very small amount of damage. And this is a really good thing. They could definitely tweak the, the grading of this to make it more gradual and feel less, sharp of a fall-off. But he does have fall-off now. So at those longer ranges, he's not that much of a sniper. I mean, at this range, he's still a pretty good sniper. But at these super long ranges, yeah, he is not the sniper he once was. And this change is listed nowhere on the patch notes. If you go to the patch notes right now, which, by the way, a link is in the description, and you type in Azaan, you go Control F Azaan, you're only going to find the bug fix, which, I believe that's also implemented. It makes it so that he can't knock back crowd control immune targets anymore with his ultimate, which we can demonstrate against the Cassies here. Let's go ahead and summon them in, use ultimate, throw the hammer down. They don't get knocked back anymore. That change made it in, but this is also just another change that they made to Azaan that they didn't tell anyone about. And, I mean, I'm very happy for this change. This is something Azaan's needed. It's not perfect. Grading, again, could be much better. I feel like this is still too much damage at this range. But I am so happy to see this change. I just don't get why they didn't tell anyone about it. Maybe they're still testing it, and maybe it was so secretive that they don't want anyone to know, but I mean, all it takes is to pick Azaan up once in the shooting range, and you can see this for yourself. So yeah, today we're going to be playing Azaan in a real match to see how much of a difference this range nerf really makes. Like, does this fall off even mean anything for Azaan in normal gameplay? I mean, this is still a pretty healthy range for him to be shooting enemies at, and you can see it's pretty much full damage. Mostly, like maybe if we back up just a tiny bit, that victor is going to take a little bit less damage, but he's still dead. The main thing is, though, at this super long range, yeah, that's not a lot of damage at all, is it? So, yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the gameplay. Alright, so here we go. We are on Bright Marsh with myself, Azaan. We have a Sky, Betty La Bamba, Cassie, and Saris accompanying me today, and hopefully we'll be able to have a good game here. But honestly, as the PTS, who really cares about winning or losing? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It'd still be nice to win anyways, though, just because it's fun. But, I mean, comp doesn't really matter. We're here to test out changes, and of course, Azaan did get changed. So, yeah, this will be hopefully a pretty interesting match, and of course, we'll get to experience what it's like to go up against a Betty La Bamba, as a tank, which she is supposed to be one of those champions who does counter tanks pretty hard because she has percent-based damage with one of her talents. She has an ability which spawns more bombs, the more deployable shields and enemies it hits. which of course Azaan has a lot of deployables in the form of his walls, which are separated into 5 different segments. And yeah, she's just a blaster in general. Blasters are generally pretty good tank busters, so should be pretty interesting. But yeah, we're gonna go Persistence here with my usual build, which has Distance Traveled on Conviction, Grim Deliverance 5 for that juicy healing, a little bit more healing with Eternal Strife, and some extra health as well. And yeah, this is, or should hopefully be pretty nice. You can also see some of these new skins. Of course, this is the new Monster Cat skin for Sky. Oh yeah! Of course, there's that voice line. Absolutely fantastic. And yeah, the skin looks great as well. Like, all of these Monster Cat skins looks pretty nice, honestly, in my opinion. With maybe the exception of the Cassie one, it still looks nice, but it's just not as interesting as the others, in my opinion. There's the Cassie skin, by the way. She's just wearing, like, normal gym clothes or something. They're well-made gym clothes, but still, like, it could be, you know, a little bit more just interesting visually to look at. Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and grab Kronos, and let's head out into the fight with my beautiful Golden Azaan. And hopefully we'll have a good time here. I'm going to just... there's an EV kind of on the right here, which maybe help with that. Khan's on the point with me, and of course he's using that new skin as well. Of course, Khan got a new skin, and then the other champion who got a skin this patch is Koga when it comes to the Monster Cat collab. So, a lot of very cool skins. Let me just fall back, though, because my team is kind of dying, and so am I. Let's see, are we noticing any damage fall-off whatsoever? Not really, against those people I was hitting up top. And not on that shot either. Wow, the damage fall-off is really long. Like, it's a very large distance before it even starts to take effect. Absolutely crazy. Let me try and hit back on a point here, though. Oh, that knockback kind of made my walls a little bit screwed up. We can hit Khan, though, thankfully. So I gotta be careful, though. And yeah, there's one of those hailstorms on point from Betty, so we gotta be careful. Can't actually destroy it either, so... Just gotta accept that there's some zoning there now. Sky, thankfully, was able to get the Eevee. Let me just use one of these abilities real quick. I need healing. Thank you, Saris, and thank you, me. That's right, I'm a healer too, baby. Let's go. It's been a while since I played Azaan, so I'm a little bit rusty, but he's still one of the strongest tanks in the game, so it's not that bad that I'm rusty with him, and he's also pretty easy too, so there's not much rust to be had necessarily. Just throw the hammers, press the abilities, and you'll do fine. Oh, let's knock up that Cass. We actually killed her through the wall. Perfect. There's another hailstorm on point, though. Let's be a little bit careful, but we killed the Betty. That's great. I'm still conflicted on whether to call her Betty or call her Bomb Queen. I want to call her Bomb Queen because Betty isn't the most menacing name, but at the same time, Betty just rolls off the tongue. It's really easy to say. So, I'm not really sure which to go. Oh, and this Khan is going Vortex Grip. Interesting. Well, how about I stun you into a wall, too? How do you like that, huh? That's right, you don't like it. It's annoying. Get wrecked. Oh, there's another hailstorm on point. Those hailstorms actually do a lot of damage if you're not careful, so... I'm kind of low here as well. Alright, I'm going to put a wall down. Oh, I almost screwed my Sky. That knockback, again, it messed up my wall placements. That's annoying. I'm going to fall back. And yeah, also the PTS is pretty buggy in its current state. Like, Betty is a half-baked character right now. She's got the essentials of her kit, like her grenade launcher, she's got her abilities, and they're working okay, but there's a lot of kinks to be hammered out with this champion. Like... You know, a bunch of her animations are missing or aren't working properly. Like, if you direct hit someone with her ultimate, there is no blowing up animation at all. There's no explosion. The damage still works, but there's no visual to represent that. Oh gosh. I'm trying to see how the damage is at range, but I'm just missing all my shots at range. Whoops. At this range, though, it's still, you know, still just fine. Ooh, there was a little bit of fall off there. Yeah, we're starting to get a little bit of fall off. A tiny bit, I think. Or maybe that was, no, that was just damage reduction. Never mind. Never mind, I'm a dummy. Carry on. Maybe I can hit that that Betty up there. Oh yeah, there was some noticeable fall off. I'm gonna die here though. He's not gonna throw me, because yeah. But yeah, Betty being a half-baked character, like, yeah, there's that issue of course with the animations, and yeah, like that really just feels weird. And also there's some weird like. I guess, interactions with her hailstorm. Like, sometimes I've seen a hailstorm just floating above something, and it's like, wow, why did that happen? Ooh, good shot by the Cassie. Like, floating hailstorms and just... Yeah. Some people are thinking, like, maybe her cards aren't as good either. Like, some of them might not be working. I'm not sure if that's the case or not. But, yeah, also, like, in terms of her ability numbers, the values of her damage, and also her talents, I feel like those probably need some tweaks as well. Like, definitely her talents, because there's pretty much only one viable talent, in my opinion, and that's the fire damage talent. Her, I forget what the talent is called, but the one that makes her bounce have a much lower cooldown. That one, it just why? Why is it like that? Why does it slow you by 15% at base when you have one of the wider and easier to hit hitboxes in the damage class, and then also nerf the, you know, the movement ability that is supposed to be reducing the cooldown of? Like, why? Oh gosh, I'm not gonna be able to touch the point here. Even if I were to use my ult for that, I would probably just die anyways, so what's the point, you know? But yeah, that talent's a joke. The Hailstorm talent is eh. I mean, it's alright, I guess. 2-second reduced cooldown on the Hail of Storms, and you also make it more concentrated. But yeah, like, that combined with the fact that some of her cards just aren't really that interesting. Like, she doesn't really have too many interesting playstyles. You could maybe build her for a bunch of increased area damage, like area of effect radius. And that could be cool, but it's honestly just not the most helpful thing. You could put all your loadout points into mobility. Maybe that would be helpful. You could kind of make basically a Scorn loadout. Like, she has the ability to just straight up copy Willow's Scorn build, where you can put the card in that reduces the cooldown of your Cluster Bomb for each enemy hit by it. That's cool, I guess. What else is there? Max health build, I guess. That's not really a build. That's just a straight up upgrade, but that's not really like changing how you play. I don't know. It's just, there's so much to be hammered out with her, but I am still excited for the character. I got to play around with her a little bit. I played 2 real matches, and then I also did some 1v1s with someone. We were testing whether Bomb Queen or Bomb King was better in a duel. I might actually turn that into a video. Not the exact matches we had, but I might like make the video concept of that once we get with a bit more experience on Bomb Queen. But yeah, she seems like a fun, you know, an inherently fun character to play. Her area damage, when you put it all together, is actually pretty solid. It's just, yeah, like, she's very vulnerable to a lot of different champions, like flanks and stuff. Her, like, primary fire damage is arguably the worst in terms of, like, all the blasters, which that's obviously a problem. But, yeah, I mean, she's at least playable. I hope they, you know, I hope they polish her up and make her much better before they finally release her to the base game. That's what I hope. So let me get Chronos 3, there we go. Honestly, this still feels like regular Azaan for the most part. I'm not noticing the fall off nearly as much as I hoped I would be noticing it. Like, I've been hoping for, like, hey, I hit that Eevee, and instead of taking 525 damage, she took, like, you know, 400 or maybe even 300 at that range. You know, make it, you know, about sort of similar to Makoa's damage fall off, really. Like, that would be nice. But no, I'm barely noticing this, which is a real shame, because Azaan's range is among the best in the frontline class, and we combine that with all the other things that he does better than other tanks, it's annoying. I wouldn't say Azaan is OP, necessarily, like he used to be anyways. He used to be, obviously, the most OP character in the game. I would just say he is among the best tanks, if not the best tank, in the game. Which, you know, is a downgrade from what he was, but he's still fantastic. And so, yeah, I mean, a more severe range nerf than this would be nice, but I appreciate that they're actually taking steps in the right direction. I was almost convinced that they never had damage fall off to him like this, but they have. It's just the grading is really off, if you ask me. It should be occurring much earlier in his, you know, his total range, and then it should be more gradual, more smooth, so it's not like, you know, whatever, like 40 meters away, that's when the fall-off starts to happen, and 10 meters after that, you're already back down to, you know, the lowest damage you can get. Like, that grading just feels slightly off. Like, maybe instead of that, in my hypothetical example, what if we start the grading at 25, and then, you know, 25 meters later, that's when it finally is the lowest it could be. Just make it a bit more gradual. Also, there we go. Get penetrated through your shield, Khan. Your shield means nothing in the eyes of Azaan, but apparently a lot of damage does. That was a bad wall, and I tried to dash away, but I was way too late. Oh, boy. Let's see. Let me grab some Veteran. Sure, let's become Tank. I'm actually a few credits away from Veteran, too, so I'll wait and spawn for a second. 9, 10. There we go. All right, perfect. We gotta find a way to defend this, though. Like, this is not going well at all. I missed that Eevee, which is unfortunate. And I need to be touching the point. But, yeah, I mean, there's a Hailstorm on point. I'm a bit scared. I'm going to use ult. Let's throw that down. Just try and knock them back. I wanted to hit the Cassie with that, but unfortunately I couldn't. And I'm taking billions of damage. Saris, please, heal me. I can't be peeking this. We're going to go into this room and then back out. Luckily, they didn't take advantage of the fact that I wasn't on point there. But I still might honestly be dead. Let me put a wall down. Okay, we got Saris heals, thankfully, but we got Betty coming in from the right here. Oh, and that rocket did a lot of damage. Her ultimate does 1700 damage, by the way, which is a lot, but it's actually less than Bomb King's ultimate by a pretty large margin. But of course, it does grant her the power of flight, so there is that trade-off. I really enjoy Betty's ultimate. It's just the animations are horrible on it right now. And for some reason, it plays the digitized music for Bomb King's ultimate when she's ulting. I've noticed, like, after a few seconds. Which also is really, really weird. But yeah, it's very fun to fly around with from my testing. Turn radius is equally as abysmal as Bomb King, but like, that's okay. Honestly, that's fine. And yeah, the ability to do that damage from a longer distance, the ability to fly as crazy as she can, and the knockback with it as well, I think it's a good ultimate. So, yeah, really, really cool. Let's see. Let me grab some Haven as well. I just want to double up on Haven and Veteran. Just to become even tankier, you know? Might as well. Their Betty, by the way, is going Fiery Disposition, so actually buying Veteran might not have been the smartest thing in the world, because it just means I'll take more damage from her. But it's whatever. It's only 3% health per second. I believe Tyra Fire and other similar sources of damage, like percent-based damage, are way more severe than Betty's. But it is still very consistent. Like, if she's consistently hitting you with bombs, then you're consistently just constantly on fire, and the more seconds that happens, the more health just gets whittled away. It is just, it's such a really helpful talent. But as far as talents go, it's kind of boring as well. Like, you want a talent to change your playstyle, not just necessarily be a direct upgrade of something you already have. Like, you know, Azaan, for example. Persistence is not a talent. You cannot call that a talent. It does not change your playstyle at all. It's Life Rip 3. That's all it is. And I feel like that's sort of what Betty's talent is as well. It's like, you know, it's percent-based damage, that's cool, but it doesn't change how you play. You know, as much as I hate the talent which slows you by 15% and, you know, makes your movement ability have a lower cooldown, but, you know, obviously does make you slower, which is just a really bad idea. At least that changes your playstyle a lot. It's a shame that just, like, the best thing for her is her least interesting playstyle, I guess. And this is the same case for a lot of champions. Again, for Azaan, it's the case where Persistence is a really interesting talent to change your playstyle, but it's just... Or did I say Persistence? I mean, crap, what's it called? Temperate. I think Temperate is the one, yeah. The one that makes your abilities more effective but have a longer cooldown. That one's interesting, but it's just not as good as just having the raw, direct upgrade of 30% lifesteal with absolutely no negatives. And yeah, Eternal, not that great either. So, yeah. Talent design, sometimes it's hard, you know, I get that, like, yeah, trying to come up with balanced ways to change a character's playstyle can be difficult. It's just unfortunate, really, that sometimes there is just that problem with a champion. Oh my. I'm just taking a lot of damage here. Let me put this wall down. I should be fine against the Sky Bomb. Yeah. Those walls actually survive, too, which is pretty crazy. I think I'm going to continue to back up, though. Yeah, let me just fly away. I'm Azaan! What are you going to do? Catch up? No, I don't think so. Our Betty's in danger, though. Oh, yeah, she's dead. Unfortunate. Let's see. Just going to throw a Reckoning in there. Yeah, we hit the sky. He pulled me through a wall. Honestly, he probably just, like, aimed at my head, which was still visible, in kind of like the gap between the wall and the sign. And then it just, you know, it just... go through the wall, stupid thing. Yeah, that's really what happened. So silly, this game. Let me get Veteran 3 as well. There we go. Get Haven 3, get Veteran 3. There's 10.5% more EHP. Love to see it. Our Betty's almost dead, though. Our Sky is almost certainly dead. Yeah, this is rough. Let me just wall this. I don't think we're going to touch the point. Yeah, no, with too many of us dead, there's no sense in touching point right now, so I'm just not going to. Evie might kill me, but she's not going to, thankfully. So, that's pretty cool. We just got to keep trying to cap, honestly. So. And yeah, I'm also excited to play more on the PTS with some of these changes, you know. Changes to, like, Ray Ult or Tyra Burn Monster, whatever, you know. It'd be fun to try them out. And I will be streaming, actually, later after this video comes out, hopefully. I'm still not actually sold on that. It's the night of, like, Saturday. That was a weird way to word that. It's nighttime on Saturday right now when I record this. It'll be Sunday in the morning when you guys see it, at least for me. I guess I'll make up my mind. I don't know. Like... yeah. I do want to stream this. If I wait too long and then the PTS is going to be completely dead, and I won't be able to find a game. So I don't want to wait too long, but at the same time, I kind of just want to chill. You know, especially after the whole hacking thing. Yeah, I don't know. I guess streaming is pretty chill, so... yeah, you guys don't need to worry about that. Let me just fly in. We got Max Wrath. I'm just gonna be a flank. Hello, everybody. Let me just slam down on this guy here. And maybe we can kill Cassie as well, except I've been stunned. But who cares? Betty is just going to get a double kill. Well, they're all distracted on me, so that's pretty cool. Hello, guys. Can you please not kill me? Oh, they did. Anyways, unfortunate. I honestly pushed in way too hard. Like, one heal would have saved me, but at the same time, I pushed in so hard that my healer couldn't really get to me, so that's my bad. Let's head out again. Looks like Evie's ulting. She got her Sky. Betty is one shot, and she's dead as well. This is not looking good for our chances of capping right now, but luckily they have a long ways to go before they do cap it. Hello, Cassie. Just trying to do damage to both of these lovely individuals. Oh my. I'm taking so much damage. Alright, I'm going to wall this off. I need to fall back to my Saris. Thank you. Appreciate the heals. Our Sky is going to kill their Sky. That's pretty huge. Betty's throwing a Hailstorm on point. Can I kill this Cassie? No, I can't. She rolled away. I'm just going to try and live here. Let's get walls down just to block some damage. And hopefully Saris will be able to heal me, but she's also one. Oh, that's tragic. Alright. Well, I'm in danger here. I got to run away in a second. As soon as they start to get closer to me, that's when I got to go. Okay, Sky's on me. Time to go. Please stay over there. Ah, she still got me. Okay. Well, I might have pulled that a little bit too late. And I'm not sure if we'll be able to actually win this. Let me get Master Riding. We need someone to touch right now. Okay, Saris is on point. We got some good kills there. Luckily, our Sky and our Betty are popping off. Evie's dead. That's all pretty huge. Our team is actually doing really good right now. Here we go. Oh my goodness, let's knock up the con into that Sky Bomb. He battle shouted that, though. Good timing on that. Uh-oh. Oh, we're fine. We're fine, we're fine. I'm going to wall off the point so they can't touch. And I think with that we win. Oh, no, never mind. Sky gets stunned. There we go. You're dead. Let me put down the walls. And, oh my goodness. They're still touching this. I can't hit the Eevee, and she actually got our Cassie. Oh, no. Oh, no, my misses. Okay, well, there we go. You're dead. I'm going to wall this off so they're both trapped in here. Let's stun the Con. I wanted to hit the Betty, but hitting Con is fine as well. I have an ultimate as well. Oh, Saris is barely healing me, though. That cauterize is steep, man. I gotta make sure I'm still on the point. That overtime is ticking fast. But there we go. Their Con was forced off the objective, and we win. Fantastic. The Azaan nerf, though, it's barely noticeable. At least on this map, which I would say is a pretty average Paladins map. Like, there's no super long-ranged area, but it's not like a super short-ranged map either. Like, it's pretty medium distance. There's some long ranges. There's some short ranges. We notice it the tiniest bit, but it's not really the biggest deal. Most Azaan mains probably won't even notice. So, but maybe on like a map like Timbermill, it would be, you know, more effective, this nerf, in terms of making Azaan less powerful. They should definitely change the scaling. I love how they're actually giving him falloff now. They just need to make the start of the falloff happen much earlier in his range, and then just keep it gradually going down as it goes, instead of just putting the falloff starting right at the very end of the range, and then having it steeply just go from, you know, 100% damage to 50% damage. Like, you know, in 10 meters, or whatever. So, would love to see that change, but this is a good change for Azaan. It's very curious how they didn't put it in the patch notes. I don't know why. Maybe they just forgot. But, yeah, I mean, I'm super happy for it. You know, Azaan nerfs, they're nice. And it's just going to make him more balanced as a result. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Again, I'm going to be streaming today. If not today, then definitely 100% Monday. Like, definitely 100%. But, I don't know. I guess you'll know, you know. If, like, 3 hours from now you see me live on Twitch, then, hey, I guess I did decide to stream. But, yeah. Definitely follow me there, because there will 100% be PTS gameplay sometime. Also, follow me here on YouTube as well, because I will be uploading a bunch of PTS gameplay. And, of course, when the patch actually hits live servers, I'll be covering it then as well. And also check out my Discord server if you want to talk with people about the PTS, play some Paladins with people, or just talk about other games, talk about life, whatever you want, really. Discord is a wonderful place to be. And yeah, I guess last but not least, if you want to help support my channel, then maybe consider checking out my Nexus shop at nexus.gg/AndrewChicken. If you want to buy stuff like crystals or the season pass, then you should do it there, because a portion of all the proceeds go to help supporting me. Oh gosh, I messed up my saying speech things. Ah. We're gonna keep it in though. I don't feel like doing a second take. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace out.